Hey guys, gotta be completely honest with you, I think I'm just making this video to vent. We had another interesting work day. Alright, Sundays are the Lord's days. I always take off, meaning that if I ever hit Sunday, I kinda just expect to coast through it. I never expect anything to go wrong on a Saturday. Because, I'm so close to Sunday, I just gotta survive work, and then I'm done, till next week. Something happened right at the end of today, Saturday. I got one of them buckets of chicken, Chinese-style chicken. And, I went on my last break to eat it in the break room. An employee who I knew of, I don't know him, but I know of him, I went to go put my phone on the charger. I left the bucket of chicken on the table. I turned around to see he was putting something garbage-like in my bucket of chicken. And, I kind of popped up behind him, because I wasn't really that far behind him to begin with, because I was just going to charge my phone. And, I think I took him by surprise. He did not expect to see me there. He probably didn't know it was my bucket of chicken. And upon seeing me, he turned to me, and he said, "You shouldn't have left it out on the table, man." And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, are you retarded? I shouldn't have left my chicken I was eating on the table? My apologies, I'll eat on the floor next time. I didn't say that. I was so taken back, I didn't really reply. He then went on to reach for what he had put, it was a wrapper, in my bucket of chicken and take it out. And he said, "There." And I'm like, okay, I'm kind of dazed. I don't know how to respond to this situation just yet. And he looks at me and he says, "Do you want money to buy another bucket of chicken?" I'm like, well, there's only 5 little pieces left in there, not really. And I looked at it and I said, "No." And he said, "Well, fine then. Don't get an attitude with me." And that was the first aggression thing. I'd never been caught putting garbage in a guy's bucket of chicken. I don't know how I would react if I got caught doing that, but I wouldn't react by telling him not to get an attitude. They have every right in the book to get an attitude with you. And I turned to him and I said, and swear alert, I said, "What crawled up your ass today? I wasn't even angry until you started mouthing off to me." And I forget what he said, but I looked at him and I said, "Do we need to take this to my boxing gym? Do we need to talk about this at my boxing gym? I'm really good with sign language." And he laughed it off, and I said, "Okay." And he laughed and he said, "Sure." And I said, "Okay." Went and got a pen, got a piece of paper. I wrote down the address to my boxing ring, and I said, "Okay, see you there. When are we doing this?" And he turns to me, and he says, "Whatever, walk away, little boy." Ladies and gentlemen, I am 21 years old. I have never once, by anyone, in the entire course of my life, been called little boy. Now, you guys can't see me tall-wise, or how tall I am, but I'm over 6 feet tall. I'm certainly not a little boy. At that point in time, I walked out because I can't get fired. Whatever happens, happens. Geez, good thing I'm not a Satanist, or else I would have decked him and ended up getting fired and in jail, right? Yay, Jesus! But, I did report him. I left early. I was supposed to stay there till 11. I got it out at I left at not 9:30. It was... I think, honestly, what it was I think I scared him. I popped up behind him. He went to very quickly take the wrapper out, almost as if, he thought he was hoping I didn't see him. Then he offered to buy me another one. I think he just got really scared and defensive. Also, other employees told me about this employee. I guess he's got some bad wiring up there. said he had some drug problems. So, oops, let there be light. There we are. And, yeah, there's that. Yeah, I was just talking to an atheist friend of mine, and a person said, "Well, Trey, it sounds like you either got to get laid or you got to go fight and you got to go work out." And I'm like, "Well, last time I checked, adultery was still a sin, so guess I'll be hitting the gym tomorrow." Don't worry, this isn't Sunday apologetics. I still got Sunday apologetics coming. But there's one more thing I wanted to bring up. You know, I'm a fan of David Wood, and through David Wood, I learned about another YouTuber called the Apostate Prophet. Now, somebody said this is an atheist who criticizes Islam, and at first glance, upon hearing that, I thought, here we go. You know, this is an anti-theist who, hates religion and all that. But I gotta say, this guy's amazing. He did 3 videos, Life After Islam, Why I Left Islam. And, I watched all 3 of them, meaning I just sat here for about 3 hours and watched this dude's videos. Because, he calls you atheists out of a lot of your BS, and he too is an atheist. He starts talking about how atheists mostly trash on Christianity, how atheists claim to have no bias toward religion, but, they only are okay with criticizing religion when it's Christianity, and then it's, oh, don't single out any one religion, we're not like that, whenever it comes to Islam or something like that. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to include the link to those 3 videos in the description below. He totally just nails everything. I was sitting there the whole time going, preach, but he calls out every radical anti-theist. And it doesn't mean anything because I'm a Christian now, but atheism is just going down the crapper. Not so much atheism itself, but just the way it's presented. Hasn't been a good atheist apologetic in a long time. Yet Christopher Hitchens was not a good atheist apologetic. He was an overrated contrarian. I didn't even like him back when I was a atheist. Richard Dawkins is another one I never liked. I mean, I could say Neil deGrasse Tyson is good, but he's not really atheism. Well, either way. And don't worry, this isn't Sunday apologetics. I still got Sunday apologetics coming. This is just a quick video. Like I said, probably just a vent. But, either way. Goodbye.